Ooh, die Meister. Ooh, die Meister. Le Grandes, le Coups. The champions. Wow. Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. I'm not feeling blue today like the Champions League. I'm feeling red like the Rotten. Okay, Bayern Munich's Champions League group is a little bit crazy. We got some crazy teams in there. We got Diego Simeone, terrorism football for 180 minutes we have to watch. We have RB Salzburg, Red Bull Energy. Oh, the Champions League is definitely the most beautiful club competition there is. I really wanted an English team. I can't lie. I wanted an English team. I wanted to play Man United. I wanted to send them back to Old Trafford to the Stretford End with an absolute beating of their stadium. I don't know. I really wanted United, but we couldn't get them. I wanted an English team. I can't lie. I was looking for an English team. Man City gets a bunch of farmers in there. I don't even know a bunch of Wi-Fi password teams from Uzbekistan, countries I've never heard of. They get an easy group once again. The easiest team that looks like it's easy on paper is Lokomotiv Moscow, and that's going to be a tough game because you're going to Russia, and then let's say you play 3 days before that. That's huge. You got to travel all these hours. We're going to Russia. Hey, you better not pipe up to me about Serginho Dest. We're getting Philippe Lamte. You better look up to that. But seriously though, Salzburg are going to be good, and I really wanted an English team. Or a Real Madrid. I don't know. I wanted some tough teams. I guess Atletico is tough in a different way. Not that I'm scared to play them, but I think Atletico Madrid will offer us something different that no opponent does to us. They defend for 180 minutes. We'll play them in 2 legs and they'll defend in all of them. We know how they'll play. So that's going to be a huge test and just a genuine real thing for the team to go through. So I really like the Atletico Madrid one. I wanted a tougher group. I can't lie. I wanted some tough teams, or just teams that we wanted to beat, or I would have enjoyed beating. Salzburg are going to be different, however, in the fact that they'll be attacking us. So this is an amazing group in terms of the balance. And then you have your farmer in there in Lokomotiv Moscow. They're not winning the Champions League. They're not favorites for it. Let's not kid ourselves. This Champions League is going to be tough, though. Let's say we're playing Atletico in 2 weeks' time. And then we'll be playing another team and another team. We'll be playing Leipzig. And then there are going to be a lot of tough games in a very congested amount of time. And this is why Bayern need more depth to be able to say, hey, this guy, you're going to play against Moscow because we don't need to risk anyone else. Let's say we already won the group. We don't need to win the next game with our first 11. Just send out, the kids or something. Send out the backups and the reserves. So I don't want to hear anything about Dest and Visca Bassa. Your club's in turmoil and you're excited about getting some 19-year-old, you bunch of perverts. Europa League welcomes Manchester United. Well, Arsenal will be opening them up with open arms. But man, I'm just happy. I think the Champions League is so. Look, man, you have me watching draws. I'm not that guy that watches draws. No, that's weird. I don't watch my draws when I just put them on. I just put them on. But the Champions League is amazing. Got me watching draws, man. Seriously, I love the Champions League. It's gonna be amazing. We have to win it. Look, we'll say we have to win it, but our current squad won't do it. I know that for a fact. We'll go play a team in the semifinals. Our starting 11's the best in the world, but we know no one's going to stay fit the entire season. I mean, Sané picked up a little nibble as well, 3 weeks out. We'll see. Bayern have to compete in this trophy. It's a real privilege to play in it because I love playing in it. You're playing the best teams. Atletico is going to be tough. Salzburg's going to be tough. And guess what? Dominic Szoboszlai and Adeyemi and look, they're playing their future clubs. They're playing against Bayern, so that's going to be cool. Petition to redraw. Look, I really wanted Man United. United aren't getting out of that group. Well, let's look at the rest of the groups because that's really important for us. Let's look at them. See who will be playing in the semifinals. Is it just me? I can't see. Okay, I guess we'll click this one. Okay, let's look at the rest of these groups because they're actually pretty interesting, I guess. So it looks like, first of all, United are definitely not getting out of this group H. They got PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. They're getting killed. Leipzig with their Red Bull energy. Julian Nagel's bad man is definitely going to kill Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And then, I don't know, they got this Istanbul Turk. Look, each group has that team. For Group B, it'd be Shakhtar Donetsk. For us, it'd be Lokomotiv Moscow. Not saying they're not good teams, but they're not going to be competitive like that. They don't have the continental players. And then I guess Group B is really the group of death. Because Gladbach, as much as people are going to look at them like, German team, they're probably going to be able to hold their own until the very end. I think Inter Milan don't show me anything. They're losing to Fiorentina, and then they had to come back. It's going to be an interesting group in Group B. I'm not sure. Man City just gets a bunch of farmers in their groups. Seriously, you know what? Look, this is why I wanted a tougher group, man. I wanted a tougher group because that keeps you competitive for the knockout round, so you know the level you have to be at. City playing Olympiacos and Porto and Marseille isn't going to do anything for them. Same with Chelsea. I'm glad we got a tough group because we're playing a very defensive team. Terrorism football. My goodness, might as well hold the gun and get some terrorist cameras. I don't know. That's what Atletico are, terrorist football. And then you're playing an attacking team that's actually very cultured, very good in Salzburg. And then you're playing Lokomotiv Moscow. It's pretty much like the same group we had last year. Tottenham, and then you had a few other teams in there. A few decent teams. Olympiacos were good. Liverpool get a decent group, Ajax and Atalanta, different types of opponents, and some other Danish team. And then you're playing Dortmund. Dortmund and Lazio definitely going through. I don't know. I guess the group of death would really be from a different perspective. Right now, Barcelona and Messi, and Juventus and Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh my goodness. We'll see what happens. I'm sure. What's everyone's thoughts on the groups? Leave a like on the video. Group H is the hardest. Well, it's going to be Leipzig and PSG to go through. United are going to the Europa League. That would be funny to watch. It'd be so funny. Man United in the Europa League. Jose Mourinho said it himself. He says, Jose Mourinho, we get the toughest group in the Champions League, third round, or Europa League, and we're out. I don't know what Jose would be saying, but it's going to be funny. It's going to be hilarious. I can't wait to, Sachin's going to be crying. Woo! United. No, you're not united anywhere. You're not united in the Champions League. You might be in the Emmadale Cup. You might be in the Europa League. So we'll see what happens. Hope Gladbach beats Real Madrid just to make fun of. Well, that's not gonna happen, is it? Well, actually, to be fair, that Real Madrid, Inter Milan, that group is decent. The thing with the Champions League is that it's so unpredictable. Real Madrid could lose 2 games in a row, like, I guess, who did it last season? Atalanta did, and then get to the quarterfinals. Definitely weird, man. I'm glad we'll have Atletico Madrid to keep us competitive. That's important for us. I feel like the years where maybe we failed in the semifinals, we always had a relatively easy group. You get an Arsenal or something. You get a decent team every now and then. But I'm glad we have a tough group now. I'm glad we have one. Look at that year in 2017 where we had PSG in the group, and in 2018 we're close to the final if the referees didn't decide to rob us, take our money, and put a gun to our heads. I don't know, but we were pretty close to it because of the fact that we had a tough group. I wanted tough groups. Tough groups are important because they mean that if you get through them, then you know what it's like to feel. Man City are absolutely going to bottle the quarterfinals again. Why? Because they get these easy teams. They don't know the level they have to be at. When was the last time Man City played a tough, gritty team in the Champions League? And when was the last time they got to the semifinals at least? You never know. Oh, Callum Hudson-Odoi, apparently. I don't know. Let's see what happens with that. Bayern have 4 days to get 3-4 deals done. Cousins is joining Leeds. We're dead. Our squad depth is dead. We're the best team in the world when you look at our starting 11, and it's true. Our team can kill any team right now. But then when you look outside our starting 11, we look like we got 2 inches of depth in our swimming pool. It's just not good enough. We need a bigger pool. I'm happy with the draw. I wanted a tougher group. I can't lie. It's very important for us to keep having that competition, especially in the Champions League. Look at Chelsea with all the farmers they got. I've never heard of the teams they got. Ferencváros, I've never heard of those teams. Those teams celebrate just qualifying for the Champions League. But, that's going to damage them, along with Man City. Yo, No English club could. Well, I don't. Liverpool and City are getting through. I don't think United would. Well, Chelsea are getting through, but then around the 16s. Look, I want an English team. I can't lie. I really wanted an English team. I wanted a United. Really did. Imagine. Lewandowski versus Harry Maguire. That would have been a great match. No, it wouldn't. Lewandowski would have just destroyed it. But you know what I mean. I really wanted a tougher group. But it is what it is. Not tough. I wanted a more exciting group. You know, because who's not going to watch United versus Leipzig or United versus PSG? That's what I mean. Oh, can anyone tell me where I can find the schedule for this year's UCL? I need to know. Is it after the international break or are we playing a game? Champions League. Well, we have the draw. We have exact. Or could I search it up and then it's just going to tell me the dates? It's not telling me the dates. Well, god damn it. Okay, when are the schedules coming out? I need to know so I know when to activate my subscription for CBS. They have good coverage. I need to know when is it starting? Schedule will be tomorrow. Okay, yeah, okay. So Friday. Okay, that would be tomorrow. I can't wait for the schedule though. I think we'll wait. So just a quick prediction. When do you think the first match day would be, guys? I need to know that. So I need to start planning out how I'm gonna wake up and when I need to be there, when I need to be sick for school to watch Bayern like every single year. When is it? So are we playing on a Wednesday or a Friday? I don't know. Okay, it's October 20th. That wouldn't be right because October, November. Yeah, well, look, we're already a month behind, or two actually, because the season usually starts in August. And you get the draw at the end of August, but now we're getting it at the end of September. So it should be like very, very congested, which means we should be getting games pretty much every other week, right? I don't know. The Champions League is definitely going to be fun. Leave a like on the video and the show. We got a good group. Bayern fans are happy about it. United are getting killed. This is a sensational day. I love this. This is what the Champions League is about. You get these little Twitter merchants that never shut their mouths about my team's better, my players are better, and then you get to the Champagne League and you get popped off the park. I love it. I love to see it. These are the moments we live for. To be fair, I wouldn't go to City and go, oh, you got to eat. Oh, they did get some relatively tough teams, but they're not getting Inter Milan, they're not getting Real Madrid, they're not getting Dortmund. Dortmund got an easy group to a certain extent. Lazio's in there, but they got third in Serie A. They're going to be tough. I think Dortmund will get through. Let me do some quick predictions. I think Bayern will win all games. I know that sounds crazy. No, we'll win all our games and then draw one. I think we have the longest ever winning streak in the Champions League. And we had less games too, which was crazy. You had one-off matches. You could have lost. You could have easily lost a game. Well, I think it's going to be us. We'll win. Will we win every single... You know what? I think we'll win against Atletico. 1-0 and 2-1. 1-0 away from home, 2-1 at the Allianz Arena. I think we'll do that. We'll do exactly that. Great. So Bayern are going to win every single game in our group stage. We're going to beat Salzburg. Oh my God, I just did predictions. Well, you know what? I don't care. We'll win every single game. We'll get all the points, and we'll top it. Atletico will be behind. They'll have 2 losses. They'll lose to Salzburg once, but then they'll rescue at the end. Salzburg will be third in the Europa League. Group B, I think Real Madrid are going to top that. I know it's going to be extravagant, but I feel like Antonio Conte still doesn't have an idea of how he wants to lead his team. And Marco Rose is a manager I highly rate. But, you know what? It might go down to goal differential or something in Group B to get the second spot. Madrid first. I think it's going to be really close. Gladbach, if they're able to score more goals, because they're a very, very well-coached team, well-drilled, just as well as Inter are. Defensively solid at the back. I'm not sure, man. You know what? I'm going to just go with a bold claim and say Gladbach are going to get second, Inter third. They're going to go back to the Europa League and lose to Sevilla in the first rounds. And then Group C, Man City, and then Olympique Marseille. They're going to go through in their groups. Man City will probably win. No, they'll lose 2 games to Marseille. They hate playing French teams. Man City will get, first, Marseille will beat Man City twice. I'm predicting that. And then Marseille will get second, and Olympiacos will be in the Porto will be in the Europa League. Olympiacos will just go out. Group D, I think Liverpool is going to get first. They're going to win it. I think Ajax will probably bottle it again. So it's going to be Atalanta in the knockout rounds. And then you go to Group E. I think Rennes will give Chelsea, Sevilla will probably top the group. I know that sounds weird, but Sevilla are one of the best teams in the world right now in terms of form. They haven't been beat. Well, we beat them, but before that, they had the same winning streak as us, or the same unbeaten streak. They'll get first in that group. Chelsea will follow them. Well, but the thing with Chelsea, though, you're looking at Rennes are a very good team. They have Camavinga. They just sold their guy, Edouard Mendy, to Chelsea. Chelsea might edge second, and Rennes would get third, and Krasnodar are going to be last. Dortmund will win their Group F, and Lazio will follow. Club Brugge and then Zenit. And then you're going to get Group G. I think it's going to be Juventus, and then Barcelona. And then you're going to get Dynamo Kyiv and Ferencváros. See, exactly, these Wi-Fi passwords. And then Group H, I think it's going to be PSG in first. And then you're going to get Leipzig, Man United third, and Istanbul, Başakşehir. And that's going to be it. Those are my predictions for the Champions League. Did I do it quickly? Those are some nice predictions, huh? I already read the Hudson-Odoi thing. Leave a like as well. If we get Lamptey, that would be amazing. But we're not gonna get him. We're not gonna get Lamptey. It's not happening. And that's it. That's just it. Well, we have 4 days left in the transfer window. If we need to get someone now. I don't want a deadline day Let me guess what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring Odriozola back from loan, and then we're going to loan out Callum Hudson-Odoi potentially, which is fine. And then we need another midfielder. But we're not going to buy any. The board will tell Hansi Flick, figure it out with the youth players. And we're going to have 2 new signings. And we're still going to have the smallest squad in the Bundesliga. That's how we're going to work. And that's how it's going to be. Fans will be permitted. Next 4 days are going to be clutch. That's going to be, yeah, exactly. These are probably, look, someone brought up a good point, Bayern Munich in 2014, we won the treble a year before that, but we lost Toni Kroos. You lost a few key players. We lost Kroos not because he wanted to go to Real Madrid and it was his dream. We lost him because we didn't want to pay him more wages. We didn't feel like he was worth that. Madrid felt so, and we ended up losing Toni Kroos to Real Madrid on a cheap as well for like 20-something million. That's what happened, right? Bayern lost Mandzukic, right? Because Pep didn't really like him. You can imagine that. Mandzukic is like 6'4". Pep doesn't ever go above 6 foot or something. Yeah. And then, we lost a few key players. And then our net spend was a positive 10 million or something like that. So you lost a lot of key players, yet your net spend was a positive 10 million. That's Bayern for you. Our net spend is positive. And then this year's the same thing. Our net spend is actually positive. We keep talking about, George, we lost so much money in COVID. Actually, no. Our transfer and things and players we sold are actually going to keep us in a positive light. I don't know. It's crazy. The loan fees we're earning as well from these players moving to clubs, going out on loan. It's going to be crazy. DJ Savs thinks Chelsea will top Sevilla. You're not better than Sevilla. You're not better than Sevilla. What's your opinion on Xabi Alonso as a coach for Bayern? Well, yeah, of course. I think someone who said it, that Xabi could be a coach at Bayern one day. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. But it wouldn't have to be another Kovac thing where he doesn't fit our philosophy, but we're only signing him because he played for us. Xabi Alonso likes the club. He loves Bayern, even though he spent such a short time here. He loves the club, But I wouldn't mind him. Yeah, think about Xabi Alonso. We lost Toni Kroos and brought him in to replace Kroos. That's Bayern's stupidity again. And we're doing it again. We just won the treble, lost a few players. Coutinho, Perisic, Odriozola, Thiago, 4 players there you lost. And Cousins now 5 players. And we have brought no one in so far with 4 days left in the transfer window. And this is out to the people that told me, but George, trust the board. You know what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge just said, even though I love the guy? He said Bayern want to lessen the gap between each Champions League title. We are on top of European football right now, and you're telling me that the only thing you want to do isn't win it the next year, but just lessen that gap? That's crazy. Between each Champions League title. So you're telling that's a weird precedent to set. I don't like that. We need 6 play. I agree with that, to be completely honest. I think the amount of players we lost, we need to have a big squad in the league. That's why we voted against the 5 sub rule. Not just because of player bonuses of having to play them, but probably because we didn't want to buy more players. We just didn't want to have a bigger squad, and that's it. The Champions League kept up the 5 sub rule, and look, you're going to be playing Atletico Madrid. You know those guys are training with Leon Goretzka. They're inhaling something, inhaling some performance enhancers. I'm joking, but you know what I mean. Their fitness coach looks like a damn bodybuilder. They're too big, and they never get these injuries. You're gonna see it with Atletico. They're gonna be tough, unless I don't know. I don't know, man. And look, I'm glad there are a few positive things, right? We can talk about transfers as much as we want. And this is the exact same thing that happened with Thomas Müller. I made the video and I was like, Lucas Hernandez's last chance at Bayern, because he had an interview and he was like, this has to be a season. He wants to take the season up. So I made that video. And I'm so glad I did, because now we can look back at that video in a year's time when Lucas is fully in his element. People will be like, dang, George predicted it. And I'll just feel good about it. Because you know what I said? I said Lucas Hernandez, when he's fit, is one of the best center backs in the world. And look at him now. I'm so happy Lucas is doing it. But this is the exact same predicament we were in when Thomas Müller almost wanted to leave. And I was like, wow, come on, Müller, just perform. And then he started just turning into God mode and demon time, and Müller just turned into himself. And I don't know, I need that. I need that again. Bayern got dodgy in the transfer window. We did get dodgy in the transfer window. That I can't believe Serginho Dest is at Barcelona right now. He shouldn't have been at Barcelona. You see, what happened was Bayern agreed personal terms with Dest for months. I'm hearing it was months, not the 11 days that I was here. It was for months, right? Dest wanted to join Bayern. He saw the future in playing with us. But guess what we tried to do? We tried to negotiate. And guess what again? We tried last minute to call Dest and lure him to Bayern while he was in Barcelona. This is so dumb. So Bayern are so stupid, man. We did the same thing with Van der Berch when he was going to Liverpool, this 18-year-old center-back prospect from the Netherlands. Very, very good center-back, actually. But we did the same thing with him. He was in Liverpool, taking his medical. And Bayern were calling, trying to get him. That's so dumb. We did it with Sancho. I'm telling you, these players wanted to join us, but the thing is, Bayern love delaying. Rafael Varane, similar situation. Way back before he moved to Real Madrid. Bayern were linked to him. We were going to get him. But guess what? We didn't want to pay an extra 5 million. And now, look at what Varane did for Real Madrid. Toni Kroos. Kroos wanted to stay at Bayern. He wanted a little bit more money. We didn't think he was worth the money. And we let him go. Don't bring Alaba into this. Bayern sometimes are stupid, man. So stupid. So you're telling me that we actually wanted Dest to the point where we would have probably paid more money. That's it. You know what? Ajax wanted 25 million, right? We knew that. We've been wanting Dest longer than Barcelona have been wanting Dest. Barca didn't want Dest before a few months ago. They didn't even think they were selling Semedo. Then they got embarrassed in the Champions League. They felt like they had to change something. And that's when they started linking themselves to Dest. But we had been linked to Dest. We wanted Dest from January this year. We could have signed Dest in January. But guess what Bayern decided to do? Wait, see him perform for Ajax. He did. And then guess what? He had so long in the transfer window. Bundesliga ended before La Liga. Here's what you do. Actually, the Eredivisie wasn't going on. We were in Amsterdam. We had our directors in Amsterdam negotiating. This is a big slap in the face with Dest, man. This is a big slap in the face. Because Bayern Munich wanted to save money. I know for a fact. People are going to say, well, George, Dest was a Barca fan. Why did he agree personal terms with us? Why did he want to join us? Because he wanted to join us. But then what we did was we wanted to save a few extra. So we were negotiating with Ajax, trying to get him for cheap. We don't do that with every we can't do 25 million for Serginho Dest would have been amazing. And now we're in a situation where we have 4 days left in the window. Everyone thinks we're getting Tariq Lamptey. Well, we're not. We're going to sign Odriozola back from Real Madrid on loan. Actually, we might not this time because Madrid just sold Hakimi, so they don't have a backup right back. And we're going to probably get, I don't know, and we're going to sign Mario Götze and Julian Draxler on loan. And that's it. That's how we're going to go with our season. We're going to be relying on Mario Götze every other week to start for us because There is no such thing as backup player in 2020. You're going to need to give your senior players a lot of rest. I'm so disappointed in the board, man. I'm disappointed. But leave a like. It's a good group. Maxi, look at that. Yeah. I mean, we have the smallest squad in the Bundesliga. Champions of Europe have the smallest squad in the entire league. Freiburg have a bigger squad than us. And we're not just talking about them just putting a bunch of youth players in. We're talking about senior players. Dortmund have a bigger squad. Look at them bringing on Rainier yesterday. I laughed at Dortmund when they were developing Rainier from Real Madrid. I laughed at them. But they were bringing him on off the bench. They were bringing Royce off and bringing in Brandt and all these players. Sancho was out, but then they had Royce, Brandt, and Haaland still. Dortmund have better depth than us in attack, and that's kind of disappointing to think about. That's weird. Julian Brandt is their backup attacking midfielder. Giovanni Reina was coming off the bench. And these are players with a lot more experience than our young players. So, yeah, leave a like on the video. Let's get to 100 likes. I appreciate everyone here. But there is a positive thing about our transfer window. It's not even about the transfer window. Manuel Neuer, Robert Lewandowski, Ballondoski, best men's player of the year, Ndoski. You won it, so that's amazing. So congratulations to him. It's an individual award. I really wanted him to get the golden boot, but Ciro Immobile in Serie A had other ideas. I don't know. I'm happy for Lewandowski, happy for Kimmich and Neuer getting best goalkeeper in the Champions League. I'm telling you, they were amazing, sensational, so crucial for us. Thomas Müller should have probably won the best midfielder, or Thiago, but he didn't. He couldn't be there. So, man, I'm disappointed in De Bruyne winning that because he wasn't the best midfielder in the Champions League. You know, what City got to the quarterfinals again. You know, Housham Iowa should have won that. He got 2 men of the matches. He was playing superbly. Why wasn't Iowa nominated? Why is the Champions League so much about popularity? I mean, that's why they got Barcelona. You don't think they rigged these? They do. UEFA rigged these things. They put Barcelona and Juventus in the same group. Out of nowhere. Yeah, because of it. Muller is so slept on. Yeah, nah, I don't think Muller's that fat. How dare you disrespect Muller like that? No one can sleep on Muller. He's not that big. I'm disappointed. Thomas Mourinho should have definitely won that, man. But it is what it is. Housham Iowa should be at Bayern. Yeah. Let's spell his name first before we want him at our club. No, seriously, I wouldn't have minded him. But the thing was, he was never going to join us, especially in this transfer market, with him costing 60 million. And you should spend 60 million sometimes and get the best players. Yeah, I can't wait though. This is the thing with the Champions League. We always think about the knockout rounds. The group stages are just as fun. I have friends that never really care about the group stages because they're like, well, the knockout rounds, you know. But seriously, I care so much about the group stages of the Champions League because there's some surprising games. Look at Atalanta's story. These guys were like bottom. I was like, oh, they're definitely just getting kicked out. And then they went to top their group, I think, or get second, and then beat Sevilla. And then they got to the quarterfinal. Should have beat PSG realistically. Imagine if that happened in a Leipzig versus Atalanta game. I think Leipzig would have gotten to the Champions League final, and it would have been an all-German final. But Atalanta definitely deserved it. This is why we love the group stage, man. It's so important for the development of our players. You know, I think that's it. Actually, our players are pretty well developed. Look at Kimmich, man. Kimmich, I mean, it took him a long time to be at this level, though, right? It took him 5 years. Well, he was always that great. I love Kimmich so much. He's welcome back to my Sun Club. Watch Muller's video on Instagram. Thanks a lot. I will. I followed the horse on Instagram. Thomas Mourinho.
And I did a big mistake. I forgot the best coach of the year, the Champions League season 1920. Hello, Thomas Müller live from the UEFA Awards. The best goalkeeper of the Champions League season.
Okay, Müller, just doing it. Des said Bisca Bassa. Oh, I agree with that. I hate my life sometimes. Len Serginho, the very Dest. I had so many names for him. The very Dest. Georgie Dest, back to his full life. Georgie Best. Georgie Dest. Ooh, come on. George Best, one of the greatest English players. Yeah. Chris Richards would be a good backup right back. Well, he played better than Pavard, so people want him back in the starting 11. Hey, I started this. Do you think Alba will be a City because I'm a City fan? First of all, that's crazy because I don't know any City fans, but I guess I know you now. Alba won't go to Man City. Apparently, Bayern will keep him and he can leave for free, and that's fine for me. I think next year we go for Torren Ringa from Hertha Berlin. We go for Dil Rosen. Hey, some of you don't know ball. I think next year we should also go for Matheus Cunha. Come on, these are ballers. These are amazing players. Matheus Cunha would be absolutely sensational. I would go crazy. And they're all at Hertha Berlin. I have a little secret spot in my heart for Hertha Berlin. I love watching them, even though they lost. It's weird. I just enjoy how they play and the players they have. Dil Rosen. Let's bring Dil Rosen in, and that would be amazing. Kamavinga would be a great signing. It won't happen. That's why. It'd be a great signing. It won't happen. Let's get to 100 likes. I put all my energy and effort into these. I might change this channel to Hertha Berlin now. Hey, nah, come on. Come on, people. Look, the reason why I enjoy Hertha so much is because I wanted to take them and make them the biggest team in Germany in Football Manager, and I did, right? Bayern Munich lost all their reputation. George Buschenbauer did the job. And then in real life, I just think Hertha Berlin are like my team in Football Manager. That's why I like Hertha. They hurt you. They hurt me? Yeah, Bayern never pay money on players. I don't know why. Bayern don't pay too much money on players, and they won't to keep salary on the German clubs. Well, we're paying a lot more salary than Dortmund, and it's by like 100 million, which doesn't have anything to do with transfers. It literally, salary is completely. When you're paying a fee for a player, you're buying an asset. People think you're buying a liability. No, an asset is something that can make you money later. Real Madrid buy these Galacticos. People think they're just losing money every year. No, not when 20 million people are buying Cristiano Ronaldo shirts every year. You're not losing money. Real Madrid made a crap ton of money just from having Ronaldo. And same thing with Juventus to a certain extent. When you buy players, new players, if you buy Jabozley, he's Hungary's nice little star boy. They'll buy Bayern shirts. They'll buy his shirt. And that's it. You make more money. There's so many ways to make money. And when you have better performances in the Champions League, that's the issue with a lot of German clubs is that, well, that's my little issue with the 50+1 rule. Culturally, it's an amazing rule, but it's not a business rule. So that's why German clubs are behind to a certain extent when it comes to spending money. That's why you'll see players leave Frankfurt that are actually winning trophies and go to Newcastle, like Joelinton, I think. No, he went from Hoffenheim, didn't he? But that's why you see some of these things happen. That's why you'll see Jovic go from Frankfurt to Real Madrid to sit on the bench. It's because there's a certain ambition level, and I think that's the issue. So, and the 50+1 rule limits that because clubs can't be as flexible as they want financially to actually get to the level they want to be at. At this point, I won't be surprised if they don't. Yeah, we won't sign anyone. We won't be signing anyone. This is not a document. Do you think we're getting Hudson-Odoi again? 4 days left in the transfer window. If we wanted Hudson, man. See, I would love a Tariq Lamptey at Bayern, but it's not happening. That's why I didn't make any videos on it, because I know our board. They'll go in, try to pay 10 million, and then a different club will come in, pay 15 million, and they get a great player. You know, we do it all the time. I can't believe we were calling Dest. Well, I can, because we did it before. Calling Dest. We did it with Sancho and Bellingham. A player's already agreed to go to a different club. We should have just signed. Imagine if we just paid the 25 million for Serginho Dest. So you're telling me we were calling Dest because we wanted to just pay the 25 million anyways. So what was the point of negotiating all that time just to lose him out? I don't know. Bayern sometimes get bullied around the transfer window more than they do on the pitch. But thank you everyone so much for watching. It's been a weird show, a different show. I appreciate everyone that's here. If you watch the videos, you wouldn't believe we're champions of Europe, but we should remember that. But at the same time, we're always going to be thinking about the future. I'm not going to sugarcoat my opinions about our transfer window just because we won something. I think we're in trouble if we don't sign some players. I'll keep reiterating it. We have the biggest... We have the smallest squad in the Bundesliga, and this season is about having a big squad. If you had a lot of players in your squad, it'd be now. You should have a big squad right now. You're playing 3 games a week, and you're telling me we're going to bring Mario Götze and Julian Brandt. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching. Great group. I think it's going to be a good group. Genuinely. An attacking team, Salzburg. A defensive team, Atletico. And then a farmer, Lokomotiv Moscow. No disrespect to them, but no one's really watching them. Reiterating. I did say it. Mia San Mia and peace. People coming at me on my case like a freaking lawyer. Feeling like Thurgood Marshall.